Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Otaku Chris is Talking. This is your weekly manga review for Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 139. Now, what's this? What's this, Saitama? What's this, Zoro? 2 videos, 1 day? What is this? Is the sky falling? No, it's not falling. I'm just making my videos. I don't know. Oh my god, this is what happens when you work full time and you come home and you're like, they get and make 2 videos. You fucking start using your shit, start talking to dolls and shit. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, do subscribe because I normally do try to make these kind of like regular videos for Boku no Hero Academia, the manga reviews, the anime reviews, as well as a few other stuff which I think that you may enjoy as well, as well as the odd few non-anime related, but still. Oh shit! Almost fell over. But still, you know, things that you may enjoy. So yeah, check that out. Alright, so this chapter pretty much starts off with everyone implementing Night Eyes. I was about to say Owler. Night Eyes plan. Obviously he uses quirk, thus allowing him to know the whole entrance and the whole route of how to get from A to Z. I was gonna say B, but A to B is not really that far, but from A to Z, all the way up to where the villain's actual main lair is. And I really actually enjoyed this chapter because it's kind of crazy, because it's like when you think of someone who's got the ability to or foresight to see the future, it's kind of like, how much can you actually kind of affect? Like, does you knowing what's going to happen affect what happens? So, like, does it? I mean, I've been watching a lot of fucking time traveling things. I've been watching The Flash season 3, if you know what I'm talking about. Season 2 and 3, literally The Flash. Woo! Was going to do reviews for those, but season 3 just finished, so I'm gonna figure out how to add it into my life. But basically, yeah, so I'm very interested to see whether them actually knowing the plan, whether it's going to affect the plan. Because then it's kind of like, does this mean that they can save All Might? Now, why am I saying save All Might? But several chapters ago, literally Sir Night Eye actually said, yeah, like I've seen All Might's like gruesome death. So it's like, dude, if you know the future can be changed, would you do it? But then I think that's the whole issue with Night Eye, Sir Night Eye, and All Might. Anyway, that's a whole different topic, a whole different video in itself. But yes, I don't know that. But yeah, so they're basically following that. They're going through the corridors. They're taking out a whole bunch of fodder people. What's called again? Bubba Girl. She's like, bah! I don't know why. I presume the ability would just be like, bah! And there's some small bubble, some fucking powerful small bubble happening. But yeah, so basically Bubble Girl takes down this centipede guy, Quirk, centipede, something. I was like, okay, cool. So they got rid of the first pawns, which is kind of like interesting in this chapter. Bubble Girl seems like she's fairly powerful. I wonder whether that ability will look a lot more impressive in the anime, or what the fucking ability actually is. It literally, I was like, did she phase through him? Did she put him in a bubble? What did the bubble actually fucking do? I don't actually know. If you guys know, if you know, and when I say if you know, if you have facts of knowing from the manga, let me know the page down below. Why? Because I feel like people feel like their opinions are facts. It's kind of fucking annoying. But yeah, so if you know why or whatever, lend me the link and whatnot, and I'll give y'all a shout out. Saitama, a shout out. Fuck me, man. I can't really speak today. Christian can't talk. Otaku Chris can't talk right now. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much that. So I thought that was pretty interesting that happens. We get to see Kirishima and Midoriya's resolve and how that they're proper pissed. They're like, fuck this shit. We are proper going in. They're going more hardcore, but they're going in way more than the pro heroes. The pro heroes are like, alright, cool, let's do this, and they're like, oh shit. The youngins are in front of us. They got to the wall before we did. Now, the wall that Kirishima and Midoriya managed actually knocked down, super cool. Probably didn't need that much excessive force, because now the bad guys know that they're there, even though the bad guys probably know they're already there. But the wall that they took down, we actually got to see Togata Miru actually kind of phase through it first. And at first it was kind of like, oh shit, I was like, he's gonna fucking get naked. Imagine how awkward that would be. You're in a battle and you're like, fuck you, I'm gonna do my special move. Phase through wall, clothes fall behind, and you're just kind of like, ah. But basically, yeah, so he does his special move, and when he phases through the wall, we find out that his suit is actually made by the fibers of his hair, which would make sense, because it's kind of like everyone's suits match their abilities. Even Ida's suit is to be able to match up, catch up with the speed that he goes at, so that it doesn't set a fire or a light. That being said, he hasn't been fast enough for that to happen, because we've seen people go super fast and fuck all happened to their suits. So calling BS. But basically, yeah, so his suit, people's suits are supposed to be able to kind of match their quirks, which makes sense because they've explained this at the beginning of the series. So yeah, so his suit's made out of his hair, the fibers of his hair, so he'll be able to match what he can do. And I really, really like that we finally got to see him in action in his suit. And obviously he faced through the wall, and then he realized, wow, this is a really long corridor on the other side. Well, time to face back, and then he explains about how the wall is really thick, unnecessarily thick, almost as if to say, stay the fuck away. What's interesting is how the fuck did does Overhaul get through Shigaki? No, it's not Shigasa. Overhaul. Alright. How did Overhaul get through it? I mean, they mentioned his quirk where like he basically dismantles and comes back together again like shining diamond. But basically, pretty much they presume he does that to kind of get through that wall, which is hella crazy because what's it called again? Like the owner, what's his name? Not Jotaro Kujo. Not fuck me. Basically, the JoJo, the fourth JoJo, he could never do it to himself. He could always do it to other things. So I'm interested to see how Overhaul's ability actually works. They haven't really gone into it that much. I feel like the villain's abilities are normally actually a bit more interesting than the hero's abilities. That's my own opinion. What are your opinions about that? Anyway, yeah, so they're thinking that that's what Overhaul's doing to get around the building. So Night Eye actually also finds a few other levers here and there to help them go through the ability of his quirk, which I also find pretty cool. We get to see Kirishima's red gauntlet, which is hella awesome. I always love when Kirishima's on the scene, especially as he's in the anime recently as well. So it's kind of awesome to see him. I feel like the manga does him way more justice than the anime though. Like the anime, the art style in the anime is a bit, it's not the best of the art styles out of all the characters. Personally, one of the best art styles in the anime has to be Shigaraki. Shigaraki's design is fucking awesome. Bakugo's is actually fairly cool as well. Yeah, Todoroki's is awesome, especially when he's in his actual animation. Why am I talking about the anime? So basically, that's that. So we can see that I sensed death flags this chapter. Who else sensed death flags this chapter? I'm not shitting you. I really thought like, raw, someone's gonna die real soon, and it's between Togata Mirio and Tamaki. Like one of them is going to die, especially because of that DM when Tamaki's kind of like, oh, I will fight you guys. And he's like, he basically kind of holds the fort and says, go on guys, I will take out these guys. And these guys that he holds the fort against is the Century Hounds of Hell. Them motherfuckers from the end of the last chapter who like to end last chapter. Super cool, even though they're pretty much fucking suicide bombers. They're pretty much just pawns, the lowest of the lows, but they're fairly strong. So Overhaul has trained them for this specific reason to basically just waste their lives. And Kirishima's really not cool about Overhaul's usage of them, which is very, very interesting. I'm really liking Kirishima a lot, especially in this past arc. He's really shot up to one of the forefront as one of the main characters for this arc, especially as Bakugo's not about. Where is Bakugo? What is he doing right now? Anyways, if you know what he's doing right now, just let me know. One of you is going to just text Bakugo and be like, yo, Bakugo, what are you saying, G? But yeah, so that was that. When they go through that wall, why did it take me 4 fucking minutes to get to about the other side of the wall? When they get through to the other side of the wall, the whole room just goes fucked. Just goes all warped, and they're like, okay, this is going to be super hard. And once that happens, bloop, everyone falls down. Togata Mirio, he literally went face for the wall and he just disappeared. I was like, okay, I guess he's not coming back, which makes me also think there is someone who is a villain. So I'm sensing death flags, not just All Might, so someone's gonna die. So I'm thinking Tamaki, but I feel like that's a bit too obvious. So probably maybe not Overhaul, Night Eye. Maybe he's going to try and go in a bit. I don't know, not one of the fodder police officers, but someone very important is going to die. I really feel it. And I also feel like somebody there is also one of the is the mole that was introduced chapters ago when they were like, somebody here is the mole. So I feel like we're going to figure out who the mole is in the school at the same time as finding out who's going to die. Who do you think the mole is? I think the mole is Togata Mirio. Why? I'm not liking his movements, especially as he's running away, and I think he's doing some Obito shit. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And plus Tamaki, he was hit by the fucking weapon unless he's really playing fucking stupid. Unless he's going full retard and acting like he doesn't know shit until the very end, like, ha 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 ha, I was the villain the whole time. It's kind of like, were you though? Were you? So yeah, so you don't want to answer that. So that's about that. That's pretty much this chapter. This chapter is pretty much just the heroes and the pro heroes just kind of implementing Sir Night Eye's plan from his quirk, and basically at the very end they bump into the Century Hounds of Hell, the same people who we met at the very end of the last chapter. So it's kind of like, what was the point of introducing them in the last chapter? But hey, I digress. What did you think of this chapter? I actually kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't as hype as last week's chapter, but it was still pretty cool. I loved Kirishima and Midoriya's scene. I liked the dialogue between the heroes and the pro heroes and the current new heroes. And yeah, I'm very interested to see where this all goes. And I like seeing people's quirks. I just wish that we had a bit more info on the quirks, or the quirks are a bit more detailed. I feel like we're getting a lot more character development, but not that much power development. Is that weird? This is really weird from a shonen series where we're getting a lot more about the characters than about their powers. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Do subscribe, check out other stuff on my channel. There's a fucking fly in here. And also, Chris is talking.